What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today's going to be kind of a quick video. Just want to go over, I keep getting messages about, or comments and messages about, is Keel Infrastructure a good buy at these levels? And right now, Keel Infrastructure is sitting about $6.11 at the recording of this video. I want you to answer three things before, to answer your question is if Keel is a good buy right now. One, do you have a thesis, a long-term thesis on Keel Infrastructure? Two, are you okay buying this name and it dropping 20%, maybe more? And three, can you stomach the volatility of a $3 billion market cap name? If you answer yes to three of those, then Keel Infrastructure is 100% a good buy at these levels. Because you got to think, yes, was it cheaper? Yes, could you get it cheaper? 100% you could. But you're also going to run the risk of, say, because we don't know when the Keel team is going to announce anything, right? We could be days away from announcement. We could be weeks away from an announcement. Hell, we could even be months. Who knows, right? But that's the risk you take with these kind of plays. It's not a big market cap name that's just steady compounding. You can kind of see what's coming. You can kind of, guess the price action. With these small names, you can't do any of that, right? You got to build your thesis and you got to hold true to that thesis if you want to be in a name like this. So if you answer three of those things yes, then by all means, Keel Infrastructure could be a good buy at these levels. This isn't financial advice. Am I buying at these levels? Yeah, I bought some the other day. At about $5.95, I think it was. So, but I'm sticking to my long-term thesis, right? I'm waiting for my thesis to play out. And I don't want to be sitting here trying to penny pinch, like, oh, I'm going to wait till $5 to buy some more when I could buy it at $6. And then all of a sudden it runs up to $8, $9, $10, right? Then you're going to be kicking yourself saying, well, shit, I should have just, I was upset about $1. I was trying to time the bottom. Here's the thing, guys. You can't time these markets, right? Can you get lucky every once in a while and scoop some up at a bottom? Of course you can. Timing the markets, especially in a momentum-driven market, is one of the hardest things to do, right? And if you have a long-term investment goal, years, right, then it shouldn't matter what price you pick up Keel Infrastructure if you think it's going to grow, if you think it's going to reach those price targets of $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 in the future. Buying it here at $6 and buying it at $5 or $4 is not going to be a big difference, right? It's really not. Yes, it's going to be a couple of percent difference, but in the long run, it's really not, it's a drop in the pan, right? And what you can do is at these levels, just scale in. You don't have to just lump sum dump a bunch of money into Keel. Buy a little bit now, wait a couple of days, buy a little bit more, wait a couple of days, buy a little bit more. If it dips, then buy heavier, right? And just scale your way in, all right? You don't never, ever, ever dump a lump sum of money into a small name like this, especially if you're unsure of, of the levels that you're buying at, right? Yes, you can look at, and I see some YouTubers out here looking at charts and the RSIs and all this other stuff, and that's great. But in a momentum-driven market, you can throw all them technical shits out the window, right? When you have a big hedge fund buying millions of shares, the price isn't going to give two shits if the RSI is oversold or overbought or any of that, right? And all it takes is for Keel to go up sharply and just trade sideways for a bit for the RSI to level off or even drop some. So you got to be careful when you look at technicals and RSIs and stuff like that. Yes, they're good for trading like swings and short-term stuff, but in a momentum-driven market like we're in, where technicals really don't matter, you got to be careful. Because, take Micron, for example. If you were looking at the RSI on Micron, you missed out on a boatload of fucking money, right? You missed out on a boatload because you thought the RSI was overbought, right? So you just got to be careful with that stuff. But going back to my point, is Keel Infrastructure a good buy at these levels? It's all going to come down to your time horizon. It's all going to come down to, your volatility preference, right? If you got a multi-year time horizon and you have a strong conviction in the company, 100% right now is a decent time to buy Keel Infrastructure. But could it drop 20, 30, 40%? 100% it could, because it's a small name. They're very volatile. They're pre-revenue, all this other stuff. So you just got to be careful. Scale in slowly, build that position over time, and, just stay along for the ride. Don't panic sell once you buy. That's the hardest thing to do, is to stay in a name after it drops 20%. But anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave some comments down below. Let me know some other names y'all are into. I would love to look into it. Appreciate all the support so far. These videos have caught so much traction, and I really enjoy covering Keel. The Keel community is awesome, and I'm going to continue to do this for the foreseeable future. So hope y'all enjoy it. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Stay safe out there. Don't panic sell your bags, and we'll see y'all in the next one.